There has been some fear-mongering about the earthquakes near the Reykjavik. This is the Brennisteinsfjall volcanic system, and people have called it earthquake swarms. And nothing like earthquake swarms can be seen in these charts and the depth also I'm showing here. Earthquake swarm was this, January 14, 2024. Earthquakes picked up hundreds, near 1,000 almost, earthquakes happened, and then at the depth we could see that it has risen earthquakes level to the near the ground, and we had eruption. This one in the Brennisteinsfjall is actually nothing like that. It's not an earthquake swarm at all, so that is out of the way. Earth inside is hot. It's not molten, but it's rock, and the inner core is liquid iron, of course. The mantle is made of a rock which is solid, but it creeps under the heat. But because it's under pressure, it cannot really melt. But it has convection cell through the creeping, and when it reaches the surface, it actually can break apart the earth crust like eggshells. By thinning the earth crust, the mantle rises, pressure reduced, melts, forms magma, and the magma can erupt then. This is the reason Eurasian plate and North American plate are separating from each other. When we see the pattern of earthquakes created by this movement, we see that in this case, they're moving from the west toward the east. This is transferring movement from one volcanic system to another. In this case, from the Elfdorp volcanic system to the next one toward the east. And then after that, all of it is transferred. Doesn't mean all erupt at the same time. I've not seen them erupt all at the same time. They erupt at different times. They don't form off a magma chamber. It's wrong, totally wrong to talk about magma chamber. This is a vein of the magma through the fracture zones, fault lines, rising to the surface, melting, forming lava, and erupting. Again, they erupt in different places along the fault lines. So one erupts, then another, then another. They don't erupt at the same time, just a few weeks apart. It takes time for them. So this is also out of the way. We don't have magma chamber, and they don't happen at the same time or very close to each other. It takes some years. Brennisteinsfjall actually was one of the first volcanic systems humans have been able to observe in the Iceland. We have been witnessing this. The earthquakes there we are seeing now at the depth of 5 to 6 kilometers to 4.5 kilometers are just tectonic. They are due to the transfer of movement from the Grindavik system toward the east. They're accommodating the movement through transform faults. What actually we have now is a Svartsengi actually has reached the threshold for the eruption, Svartsengi to Grindavik. And this is what we are missing now if we pay attention to those deeper earthquakes in the Brennisteinsfjall, which has nothing to do with eruption at this stage, at least in this year. This one in the Grindavik, Svartsengi, Blue Lagoon, and Hagafell and Sundunka may erupt soon, probably in the next few weeks. That's the one to watch.